Nothing is more important than the safety of our colleagues and our customers. And very simply, we think that introducing more body-worn video cameras will keep people safer.
So the reason why I wear my body cam is to ensure that I have the protection that I need. It's for my safety as well as passengers' safety. As soon as it's switched on, it's a true reflection of every interaction that I have. So if there's any instances where footage has to be reviewed, all the evidence is there.
The body-worn cameras are ideal, not just because it's a protection for me, but a protection of my passengers on my services as well.
I had one particular passenger that arrived at Bristol Temple Station without a ticket and attempted to force his way through the barriers. As I was the revenue inspector on duty, I was called to deal with the matter. As I was approaching the gentleman, I can see that he was already being quite aggressive with his mannerisms, swearing, using foul language. So as soon as I entered into the situation, I introduced myself, said my name, and visibly activated the body cam, and I just saw his whole demeanour change. He seemed a lot calmer, he was a lot more respectful. I believe that it was because he didn't want to be seen in a bad light, because he knew that it was being recorded.
So at the beginning of each shift, we collect our ticketing equipment. These are stored with our ticketing equipment, so we basically sign out what we're taking. They're all serial numbered. To use them, we literally just switch on the top button. Once it's on, you get a green flashing light around the outside of the camera.
When we go and start our shifts as well as end our shifts, we dock those images and they are uploaded onto the system. It is then up to our line management team and the British Transport Police and any other authority to request such footage.
They are an excellent deterrent to unwanted behaviours on our system, and it's proven in academic study when a body-worn video is activated, it will, in most cases, deter further unwanted behaviours.
There was an occasion at Poulton-le-File station where a young couple had avoided revenue protection. Revenue protection asked for my assistance as they got on the train. When I went down, they became abusive, started making threats to myself and the member of revenue protection staff. I activated my body-worn camera and that captured the incident. And the British Transport Police used my footage and they were successful in prosecuting them. I didn't actually have to attend court. The footage with the witness statement was sufficient. The person that committed the offence, he was found guilty of intentionally causing alarm, harassment or distress, and he had to pay a fine, and I received compensation for it as well.
They're not checking up on us, to see what we're actually doing. That's not what it's all about. We all work for the same business, and we actually, it's there for our own safety.
Managers and people in my organisation, like myself as a chief inspector, we can't just dip into the body-worn video because we fancy a look at it. We have to have a reason for going in. It's auditable and time-stamped, so you're accountable for why you went in.
The only reason that anyone wants to use body-worn video cameras is to catch criminals, to keep people safe. It's not intended to be used for discipline or spying, as sometimes people call it, and there are very strict rules to prevent that happening.
So my camera, it only records when I want it to. When I press the button, it'll start filming and it'll capture 30 seconds prior. It'll turn off when I decide it stops.
It creates a culture where everybody is visible. The body-worn cameras is on the ground, whereas CCTVs is maybe further away.
Body-worn video and CCTV, they're both obviously videos. The difference between a body-worn camera and a video is, of course, it's attached to the person. It gets angles that a CCTV camera can't get. We do have CCTV cameras in our stations and on our trains, but body-worn video cameras are really, really important, and they really add something that you don't get if you just use CCTV.
Yeah, body-worn video is an amazing tool to have in terms of conviction rates, because what it does is it allows anybody to see the whole incident, and actually the big difference is they actually can hear the incident. So instead of just being able to talk about what happened, they can also hear what happened, and you can also capture like verbal expressions and mannerisms that often you don't see from other CCTV. So it's like being actually in the middle of the incident and people being able to see what that was like for people.
Research by Cambridge University tells us that assaults and similar incidents reduce by half when you introduce body-worn video cameras. So promoting and encouraging the use is very simply something we think can really improve the safety of our railway, and it's something we're really passionate about.
Since wearing the camera, I've definitely noticed my job's become a lot easier.
What I would say to anybody who's reluctant to wear one is take one out, give it a try, see how easy it is. I think you'll be converted.